The recent FBI search of John Bolton's home is a significant development in a long-running classified documents investigation. While the Justice Department, under the previous administration, had closed a similar probe related to his 2020 memoir, the current administration has revived the inquiry. This action comes amid rising political tensions, with some seeing the move as an escalation against a vocal critic of the sitting president. The FBI, under the direction of Kash Patel, is reportedly investigating whether Bolton improperly retained or disclosed classified information. Bolton himself has not been charged with any crimes and has not made a public statement on the search. The political fallout is notable, with supporters of the president using the search to reinforce the idea that no one is above the law, while Bolton's allies view it as an act of retribution. The outcome of the investigation could have significant legal and political consequences for the precedent it sets for former high-ranking officials. The FBI's search of John Bolton's home is reportedly linked to a renewed investigation into his handling of classified information. This probe appears to be a continuation of a prior legal dispute from the Trump administration's first term, which had sought to block the publication of Bolton's 2020 memoir, The Room Where It Happened, on the grounds that it contained classified national security information. While a federal judge ultimately allowed the book to be published, and the previous administration's lawsuit was dropped, the current administration seems to have revived the inquiry. The search warrant was reportedly based on intelligence that Bolton may still be in possession of classified materials. The timing of the search is notable, as Bolton has been a vocal critic of President Trump and his administration. This has led some of Bolton's allies to describe the action as politically motivated and an act of retribution, a claim denied by the administration. The legal consequences for John Bolton remain uncertain, as he has not been charged with any crime. However, the FBI's action signals a serious escalation of the investigation. If evidence is found that Bolton unlawfully retained or disclosed classified national defense information, he could face severe penalties, including years in prison. Legal experts have noted that home searches are often a late-stage step in an investigation, suggesting that the FBI already has gathered other evidence. Politically, the raid has intensified the public debate over the use of federal law enforcement against political adversaries. Bolton, a prominent critic of President Donald Trump, had his security clearance revoked by the administration earlier this year. His allies have condemned the search as a politically motivated act of retribution, while some of Trump's supporters have used it to underscore the principle that no one is above the law. The outcome of the case will be closely watched for the precedents it could set for future investigations involving former government officials and their handling of sensitive materials. The investigation into John Bolton's handling of classified documents is a complex legal and political issue that could be resolved through several avenues. The most direct solution would be if the Justice Department concludes its investigation and decides not to pursue charges. This could happen if the materials found do not meet the legal threshold for a criminal offense, or if the government decides that prosecution is not in the public interest. Alternatively, if the Justice Department proceeds with an indictment, the case would enter the court system. This would lead to a legal battle over the nature of the documents, whether they were properly classified, and if Bolton's actions were unlawful. A trial would likely involve arguments about the Presidential Records Act and the Classified Information Procedures Act, CIPA. Ultimately, the outcome could be a plea deal, a conviction, or an acquittal, each of which would have its own set of repercussions for Bolton and for the broader legal landscape surrounding classified materials.